Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I mean, what can you say? The best of all time. And it was unbelievable to be watching this documentary. I think the documentary was really cool for the young kids to get a cool insight of, Michael Jordan and just, what he's all about. And it's just remarkable his athleticism, his, willing to win, his competitive drive. I mean, it was just second to none. I don't really don't know what to say, and I'm just blessed to be able to witness MJ. As I was growing up, because in high school I saw him in high school and middle school, and it was just a huge reason why I obviously played basketball, and I think every kid played basketball, and you want to walk like him and shoot like him, and do turnaround jumpers like him, and try to dunk from the free throw line on the mini hoops like him. It was just unbelievable. But it was cool. Just a few details that I probably already knew about Mike, but maybe others don't know. And growing up in the South, you know, uh, it gives you, I think, a drive that's different. And because the South is divided, and Mike was also, I think, I'm not going to say he definitely wasn't the favorite, in his household. And he felt like, his brother Larry or someone else was always loved more than him. So it's just remarkable just to see someone who just doesn't want to win. But, also, Mike, he'll try to beat your mama in cards. He don't play. I mean, he does not care. He just wants to win, and good or bad, as a coach, because I'm a coach, I love that. I would want a guy who just doesn't care to. I mean, just wants to win at all costs, man. But again, just the cool. I think it's to be from North Carolina. There's a lot of basketball players, and it's an extremely underrated place. There's a lot of ballers, but anyway, to go to UNC was the biggest school of all time. And when he talks about like, oh, I got cut, from the basketball team and everything from high school, like details to that story is he was a sophomore, very good sophomore, trying out for varsity, got cut from varsity, so he played JV. But still, even when he was a varsity player the next year or the next 2 years, a story was Michael Jordan would like practice with the JV and then practice with the varsity, and he'll run extra liners. I mean, I'm telling you. And just what I've learned from him growing up, and even now as a trainer and a coach, is work ethic, and that's where Kobe Bryant got it from, man. I mean, everything Kobe was doing, the turnaround jumpers, the up and unders, how he walked, how he talked, was just emulating the greatest. And I think people today, like the people who or the young people, like my nephew, he's a 16-year-old kid. He knows Michael Jordan, but he will never get the grasp of how big and powerful and awe-inspiring Mike was. I mean, he would have a play at night, and his athleticism, was just off the rails. Even today, when you see this stuff, and so, yeah, just an impressive human species, man, and. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see another, everyone says this word, and I agree, animal like him. I mean, his competitive drive and just will to win is just amazing, man. And anyway, though, but what helped him get that competitive drive in my eyes was his brother Larry. His brother Larry was the kickers, you know what? And you saw what Larry says. Larry said, "If you beat me, we fighting." So Mike knew, like, hey, I want to beat Larry so bad, and even when I do beat him, it's gonna be a brawl. So it's just, and then I saw some highlights. If you could look on YouTube, I'll try to post it, under this video. There's him doing. They said he was like 5'8". So if Larry's 5'8", he's doing windmills, 360s, all that stuff. So he was a hell of an athlete himself. But that's why, again, going back to Michael Jordan, getting cut. His brother Larry, who was a stud, I think was a starting guard there. So again, understand. I know Michael got cut, and they picked his other friend who was a 6'8" brother. I forgot his name. But again, there's more to the story, because again, like, think about this. Okay, Michael Jordan gets cut as a sophomore. What, sits out the whole year, and then he doesn't talk about as senior year being a McDonald's All American. Second, if you go to North Carolina, come on now, like, you a stud. And then at North Carolina, he even said, I was Mike Jordan, but when I hit that shot, I became Michael Jordan. And I've like, this is how low level it is. I've hit a few game winners in an old man league. And just the pick up old man league, the feeling I got and the confidence I got throughout the whole season, it just made me like, hey, give me the ball, I can do it and whatever. And I felt great. So imagine you on the NBA stage and you doing that. Come on, man. I mean, so yeah, just really. I mean, it was the college stage at that time. And so anyway, and then that next few years, it shows him, developing and becoming, star, sharpening his turnaround game. Actually, he didn't have a turnaround game. Let's be honest. In North Carolina, he had I get the ball. Thanks, Dean Smith. One dribble, pull up. I'm open, catch and shoot. Because he always talks about too. Michael Jordan. Everyone looks at his athleticism. Everyone looks at his jumping ability. I get you see the highlights on the back, but his athleticism was. His fundamentals were second to none. Extremely fundamental player. Always pivoting, if you notice, on his left foot. Left foot, if you notice that right there. The second thing is just eyes up, simple dribbles, not using any extra dribbles. And just an aggressive guy. And I understand, everyone says is why, I can compare Michael Jordan likes Russell Westbrook. Because they dogs, man. Especially look at Michael Jordan's early years. He's going at it. He has a 10% chance. I mean, again, we're talking about, early in his career or whatever, his first few years, he's coming back from that injury, and he's got a 10% chance. Like, if I break it, I can never play again. And he's like, what about the 90? Da 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 da. Like, dude, the dude was he didn't give a yank, man. He did not care, bro. And so I just, it's really cool to watch that and to see that. I see a turnaround game. I just saw a little turnaround. Sorry. Okay, he had a turnaround game at UNC. Dean Smith let him do a little turnaround. Okay. See, everyone says, he developed that late in his career. No, I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing that puppy right now. Okay. No, man. I mean, just, that turnaround is beautiful. Simple. Mid-range is not here anymore. Everyone's just shooting threes and layups. I said, no, he's going to rise. I rise. Ugh. Jeez, beautiful, man. It's poetry in motion. Poetry in motion. You see his leg kick? Watch his leg kick. That leg kick. Right leg kicked over there. Whichever shoulder kick. Leg kick. Oh, no, that's just simple. Sorry. Straight up and down with it. Fundamental. Jeez. Beautiful. But anyway, man, I just... I really love this because when I was a sophomore in high school, I used to always watch Come Fly With Me. I mean, when I say I knew every detail and every word of that puppy, I knew every detail, every word. And so to see this breakdown, and I think we're going to see a lot of backstories, like, the Pippen story with the Jerry Krause situation and all that stuff. So anyway, I got to go. I love y'all. Peace out.